Turn your mic on, Paul.
It is on.
Go, Paul.
Howdy, welcome to another edition of the Friday Club. We've been hearing a lot of talk about William Perry and this whole fridge thing and about how he's been appearing on talk shows and stuff. And, I just heard that he's actually going to be on this show here tonight, so I'm pretty excited about it. He's out in the green room. I don't even want to wait to bring him on. I want to go check him out right now because I want to see if he's really as, big as he is. If he's like, refrigerator size. Let's go take a look. Let's get through this crowd, though. Okay, come on, just move back just a little bit here. Okay, move back just slightly. Come on up here. Just come right up. Just come up and check this out. Wait a second. Is this it? Come on, take a look at this. Wait a second. This is it? This is the big fridge that we've been talking about all this time? Look at this. Look at this. Oh, come on. Look at this. I wonder what... Okay. And I got a note here, at least. It says, run the opening titles. What a punchline. I'm real excited.
Come on, I'm waiting for you. There you are. Yes, we're live from Evanston, Illinois, Tree City, USA. I saw it on the sign. I don't know where it came from. But yes, it's the Friday Club with tonight's guests, singer-songwriter Jim McCandless. Whoa, that was incredible. Improvisational comedy by the No Fun Mud Piranhas. And stand-up funny man Bill Kraz. But first, let's welcome our band du jour. Yes, it's back, it's bold, it's bigger than ever. It's the Disciples.
Feel all right. Big Mac and fries. Big Mac and fries. Big Mac and fries. Big Mac and fries.
Yeah, Big Mac and fries by the Disciples. And that's only a taste, no pun intended, of what you'll be seeing later. But first of all, I'm Winston Propp, and I'm here because the Tribune said I had to be. But let's get on with the show. And welcome tonight's guest, our host, guest, the one, the only, not Ed Vid, Paul Guinan. Yeah. Oh, there he goes doing that close-up thing again. Ho!
Okay.
No nets, no nets. Ladies and gentlemen, this was live.
It's live. Every mistake you make, it's there forever till the end.
Let's move your mic up here a bit.
Hey.
Your mother told me that you're not dressing as well as you used to.
Is this close enough for you, Winston?
Yes, it is, Paul.
Thank you very much. You're so welcome.
We like to play with each other's microphones.
All right. So,
how about those Bears, 10-0?
I was disappointed with this fridge thing. I thought he was going to be a lot bigger.
Well, next week. I hear he's taking hormones. We'll get him on one of these days. Even if it's only on the phone, we're going to get the fridge on the Friday Club.
Okay. All right. So I'll take your word for it. Right now, I'm going to borrow your mic. I'm going to go into the studio audience. It's something I do every week. I'm just going to go into the studio audience, take a look at, what's going on and how people are doing. And oh, this is good. It's an unmanned camera. Let's take a shot of.
Here, while you take my
Here, wait a
mic,
second,
I'll
wait a
take
second.
that camera.
Wait a second. Let me get a.
No, just go.
Wait, no,
get
no.
it
I
out,
want to get a shot of the cameraman here. Wait a second. This is the camera who's shooting me. This is the camera who's shooting me. There we go. Yeah, Dave on camera.
Well, you
Go
should
for
back
it.
out so you can-
Okay. All right, forget it. Forget it. All right, let me go over here. And oh, this is someone with a camera. And okay, there we are. And how did you find out about the show?
I know the band.
She knows the band. That's an easy one. And I guess the same with you, eh?
I know her.
She knows her, and she knows the band. So it's kind of an in thing here. Everybody knows everybody. And let's check out what we got up here. And oh, this show is really exciting for this individual. He's just thrilled, having a thrill a minute.
I was reading about this exciting show in the Tribune here. It's this thing called the Friday Club.
Oh, it's an article?
Yeah,
I heard about
yeah,
this article.
It's something called the Friday Club. You know, and it sounds a lot of fun. And I was just thinking of heading over there right now. So.
Well, I think you're going to be
I'm
late.
gonna-
It's already started.
Oh, has it?
Yeah, so you might as well just wait here and just, go next week.
Is that my paperback?
No, I'm sorry. I'm going to take it because I want to take a look at this. But you can have the microphone.
What am I going to do for the next hour?
Oh, it's tough. You're just going to have to point. Okay, I'm going to go over here and go to the band.
Should I use that?
Oh, Winston's on the camera. Okay, hi, Winston. All right. So, yeah, I heard about this article. Let me just peek at it for a second. Just bear with me, because I heard some bad things about it. It's a great art. I mean, it's in the Tribune and everything. It's in Friday this week, in fact, November 15th, today, unless of course you're watching replay, in which case it was. But it says, yeah, as I thought, there's a lot of funny little errors in here. There's Mary Spalding, our director. They have her down as some kind of medical technician. That's not her occupation at all. It says here that Winston Prop came up with the whole idea of the show, and that's not, I don't mean to slam, but I mean, someone named Dan Carlson, and they spelled the guy's name with a K. Okay, that's good. All kinds of, we love the press, and the press apparently loves us. They published this article, but come on, let's get it together, because, of course, we make mistakes in the show. We're not infallible. We have funny little errors. I mean, like, if I were to go like this. Oh, see, it's on top of it. But, that's not necessarily a mistake. I was cheating. But we have, okay, how about over here? This is a good example. Here's another thing that we never really have control of. A few weeks ago, maybe a month or so, someone came in and painted this sign. And look, they didn't even finish this B part. It's still kind of unpainted, And it's things like that we can't really help, If there's a microphone problem, if all of a sudden, like I happen to come over and I happen to, that's kind of, anyway. So let me not belabor the point on that. Let's just go right to the show, because this is an amazing show. And this is the kind of show, we won Evie Awards. This is a great show, 73 4-odd weeks in production now. And let's just get right to the entertainment, because I've talked too much already, so I'm going to stop talking right now. Okay, our first guest is a wonderful man. Yes, a wonderful person, a folk singer. We have a damn fine show, the traditional Friday Club things, folk singers, comedians, stand-up comics, improv groups. Let's get right to the entertainment right now. Let's welcome one heck of a guy, Jim McCandles. Let's give a big round of applause.
Up higher. One heck of a guy. That's me. You believe that? This song's about the dangers of getting too successful. It's a problem I hope to have someday. The song is called You've Gone Hollywood. You've gone Hollywood ever since you changed your name. You gotta do and you will never be the same. You'll learn to drink, shoot heroin, snort cocaine, flush all your money down the drain. You've gone Hollywood ever since you changed it. You've gone Hollywood and you wanna be a star, yeah, yeah. You think your britches are bigger than they really are. You'd probably swallow quaaludes from a mason jar, wake up dead in a red sports car. You've gone Hollywood, you want to be a star. But you better not fall off of the stage if you want to live to a ripe old age. Don't let your body go to hell. You better listen to Hoagie Carmichael. Old rocking chairs got me. Hollywood on the lollipop ship. Fame and fortune's a dangerous double dip. We'd hate to see you stagger down Sunset Strip with a cup of coffee and a bloody lid. You've gone Hollywood on the lollipop ship. But you better not fall off of the stage if you want to live to a ripe old age. Don't let your body go to hell. You better listen to Hoagie Carmichael. Oh, lazy bone. You've gone Hollywood ever since you changed your name. You gotta do, baby, you will never be the same. You'll learn to drink, shoot heroin, snort cocaine to flush all your money down the drain. You've gone Hollywood ever since you changed. You've gone Hollywood ever since you changed. You've gone Hollywood ever since you changed your name. Thank you. Thanks a lot. We'll get tuned up here and I'll talk about have you ever noticed how all political candidates, when they come to Chicago, they arrive on Friday about 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and they shut down the tollway so that they can drive into the loop. This song is about one such traffic jam that occurred. The song is called When the President Came to Town. When the president came to town, they shut the tollway down, and every working man got stuck in the traffic jam. All the working wives with dinner planned for 5 served cold pork chops at 11 o'clock when the president came to town. When the president came to town, they shut the tollway down. About 1 million cars delayed, that's all, for the president's motorcade. Cars were stuck like stamps up and down the entrance ramps. It was abuse of power in the June rush hour when the president came to town. When you're stuck in traffic and it's 90 degrees, running out of gas, you get a little weak in the knees. Don't forget to turn your air conditioner down. Radiator caps are popping all over town. When election rolls around, we'll pull that lever down. That lever will tell the truth. That lever in the voting booth. The lever of recourse, the only tool of the labor force, who get cold pork chops at 11 o'clock when the president comes to town. You get a cold pork chop at 11 o'clock when the president comes to town. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Take a seat. Jim, good work.
Thank you.
So, Jim McCandles.
Jim is good.
Jim, how did you get started playing the old guitar?
I've played the guitar all my life. I've been writing songs since about 1970, and I figured it was time to put them all together and get them out there and perform them.
So whereabouts would you perform?
Well, you hit a lot of the open mics, like the No Exit in Rogers Park and various places like that, and a lot of bars and folk music clubs on the outskirts of town.
And would you have any influences or so, or heroes in the old folk music?
Well, I could name all the standard songwriters like Lead Belly and people like that.
Lead Belly, he's great.
But my influences these days are my fellow Chicago songwriters like Andrew Calhoun, Keith Nichols, Frank Tedesco, Brian Anderson. Yeah.
A couple of them have been right here on the Friday Club.
Yeah. Good.
All right.
Good songwriters.
Good deal. So so you basically all around. You don't have any.
Well, what I do, my home base is the Old Town School of Folk Music in Armitage. That's where
sure.
I work.
Very well known.
Yeah, I teach children folk guitar and classical guitar there.
Classical guitar. Now, I remember talking to you about some of your work with children, and it reminded me of when I was a kid. a big folk hero of mine was Ella Jenkins.
Right.
And have you met her?
Well, she had a concert there last year, and she just enthralled the kids. She's absolutely one of the best children's performers, for sure. She'll be back next year, I think about March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you would definitely promote that folk music is music for all ages.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's a...
From 1 month to 100 years.
Absolutely right.
All right, sounds good.
Okay.
Now, you have been working real hard, and I guess you're going to be putting out an album, or have put out an album.
That's it. It just came into my possession yesterday. Oops. Been working on it all year. Got it right there.
Okay, let's take a look at it.
We spent a lot of time recording it here in Chicago and in Rogers Park at Lakeside Media.
Can we get it up here?
It's on my own label called the St. Christopher label.
All right.
We're having a record release party November 23rd at the Old Town School of Folk Music,
Sounds good.
and that's at 8 o'clock.
That's a nice, I like that photo.
Yeah, it's kind of a cross between a smile and kind of a psycho face there. Nobody can quite figure
Now,
out.
record release party. You're going to be giving away some of these?
We're going to be selling.
Selling. But you know, here on the Friday Club, we have none of that. Nobody gets paid here.
Right.
Nobody, it's all volunteer. And heck, we're not going to sell it. We're going to give it away. So what we're going to do is, the show has been so meticulously prepared. We worked out a very elaborate giveaway system. But it was so elaborate that I got confused and forgot.
Yeah.
So maybe we could, what the heck could we do? Winston, do you have any suggestions as to how we can give away this album?
Well,
Should we just, I don't want to,
Oh, don't do that.
No.
Why don't we ask the audience who they think is their greatest influence in folk music, and whoever we think has the best answer, we'll give it to them.
But those are value judgments, I mean, how can...
Sure, it's the Friday Club.
All right. So maybe we can get a show of hands. Who knows? How? Okay, well, I don't know. We're gonna have to work. See, it's the preparation. It's just all together. It's just on top of it. It's happening. Anybody want to?
What you do, just say, who was the biggest influence in folk
Okay, who was the biggest influence in folk music?
Canvas.
Right.
McCandless.
Jim McCandless. Who else? Anybody else? Bob Dylan. There's one. Okay, we already mentioned Leadbelly. There's one.
There you go. Give it to the guy that said Woody Guthrie.
Woody Guthrie? You a Woody Guthrie fan? All right. Well, let me just walk over there and grab him. Let me just take the album and let's just walk over and take the album to this man right here. The man, the winner. Right here. Right here.
What do you got for Liz?
All right. Well, anyway, if you're at home, you don't know what the hell the guy looks like. If you were in the studio audience, he's a good friend of mine. All right. Okay. So where do you go from here?
Well, I've got a couple of gigs coming up. I'll be playing December 7th at Dirty Nellie's. Then I'll be playing December 10th at a fantastic club out in Berwyn called Fitzgerald. It's the nicest, one of the nicest
I've heard of
clubs in
that.
Chicago.
How do you get there?
It's on Roosevelt Road at about Austin.
So you just get in a car, you
Shoot off.
drive until you fall asleep.
Well, you go down the Eisenhower and you get off at Austin.
Okay, get off at Austin. All right, well, thanks very much for having us,
Thanks a
for
lot,
being
Paul.
on the show.
I sure
and-
appreciate it.
Great, just hang out right here. Definitely. All right, at this point, we'd like to go over to our band, the one, the only, Disciples.
make the peas rock and roll. What kind of TV dinner should I buy? The one with a little cherry pie. I rush on home, and the first thing I do is put it in the oven for you. 450 to get it warm. Make it hot, I like the corn. Whatever happened to the fun in the world? 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 What happened to the fun? In Park Ridge, in Park Ridge, in Park Ridge, in Park Ridge.
David. David. Okay, hey, the Friday Club, and hey, man, already we're making those funny little kind of wacky, kind of quirky little errors that are so cute, you know? Even after 73 weeks, you know?
Don't force
Hey, hey. Listen, actually, right now, this is kind of serious. It's absolutely true. This man, his name's Billy Wolf, good friend of mine, and he's just come back from a very successful Star Search audition. And he's going to be on Star Search with his band, EQ, with the group Gomez, who used to be our old house band. Amazing. Let's give it, hey, whoa, hey, the voice of God. And so what he's going to be doing is he's gotten so into the Star Search kind of thing, you know, that he's going to be kind of judging, and he has been kind of judging the show. And he's been working out little points here. And let's take.
Don't look.
What? Maybe we can take a detail of some of these things, you know, some of these points that he's been. Well, I don't know. Maybe, you know, they don't want to take a picture of it. I don't know.
See it
I'm gonna
now.
have to go. Well, hold on. Follow me over here, okay? Okay. All right. Please take a picture of it. Please. Can you
What would you
please
like
take a
a picture
picture over here? Come here. Okay. So anyway, we have. Oh. With the cameras.
Excuse
okay?
me. Excuse me.
Look at this. Look at this. It's chaos. It's
Yeah,
forget it.
Well, you know,
It's like-
I'm glad to see that rash is clearing up.
Oh, this
Paul.
is good. This is good. Anyway, here's a close-up of the numbers. Now you can see here that he has several categories: preparation, performance, continuity, format, and the big one, my favorite, wackiness.
That counts
okay?
double in California.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa! It's a dream. Okay. Yeah. Preparation, performance, continuity, format, and wackiness. And he's already starting to score these things. Oh, good. Post 4 for wackiness. Yeah. All right.
You're a crazy guy, Paul.
I am. Okay, so tell me, has the show going well? I mean, you know,
Show's going okay.
it
Pretty
looks
good.
like
The talent's been good. I like
Yeah.
the last guest was good.
yeah, he did some good songs.
You're looking good.
Hey,
the
man,
rash is cleared up.
Anybody whose heroes are Lead Belly, and you know, I mean,
Hey, the guy's got class.
it's incredible.
Hey, has Winston been?
He does it every week. Okay, don't worry about it. Okay, all right. And just take it easy. Maybe this again. This.
Well, okay, I'm gonna.
I love this camera. Mwah. I love cameras. Okay, so we're just gonna get back. We're gonna get back to the show.
Just lost 3 points on preparation.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, you know, we're gonna try and keep this wacky kind of improv kind of thing with an improv group. And hey, couldn't be a more original group than this. The No Fun Mud Piranhas. So let's give it up. No Fun Mud Piranhas.
All right, we're the No Fun Mud Piranhas, and all we need from you tonight, our wonderful studio audience, is a theme. We need a really banal theme to work with. We're going to do a very short, what we like to call a herald. Floor manager can help us out. Just a real banal theme, something that really affects you every day.
Give us a word. Any word. Something.
A what?
Rain.
Rain? Okay, rain.
You got it.
All right, very good. Rain.
Rain. Rain, go away.
Rainmaker.
Plays. Up where we belong.
Acid rain.
Tom.
Singing in.
Kick. Mr. Sandman. Raindrop keep falling on my head.
Johnstown flood.
Manila envelopes. Supremes.
Mary Poppins.
Dick Van Dyke.
Edward Van Dyke.
Edward G. Robinson.
Rosemary.
Rip Torn.
Sahara Desert.
Scheherazade.
Torn Curtain.
Sarah Lee.
Rip Torn.
Leeward.
Torn Curtain.
Rip Torn.
Rip Van Winkle.
Sleeping.
Winkle, Winkle, Little Star.
Inka Dinka Bottle of Rain.
Twinkle Twinkle Killer Kane.
The Ink Spots.
Killer Rain.
Coco the Clown.
Susu Studio.
Faster, Pussycat, Kill, Kill.
Well, Maestro, you've done it again.
And shorter than I ever have before.
Certainly, I didn't think you'd get that ice sculpture to freeze that way.
Trey, I thought you were dead. Thank God you came back.
How about a burger and fries?
Yeah, I'd like that.
Burger. Fries.
Thank you.
You know, I have a real problem with rain. It's not just my knee that gives out when it rains. It's my entire body. And I've had a real terrible problem the last week and a half.
I'm wearing heavy, can you get these in camera? I'm wearing really heavy boots today, and I figured they'd keep the rain out. Well, for some reason, one of them has decided to turn on me. My left boot on the left side, the stitching right in there. Can you zoom in? The stitching right in there? A little rain got through. I have wet socks. I'm performing with wet socks.
Steve.
Yeah, I'm from California, and never rains in California.
In my heart.
That's a great. That's a great. You turn on the heat blower. Is this what happened to my work? A
I'm
lifetime
sorry.
achievement?
I'm sorry your ice sculpture, she went, but, man, I was freezing in here. I was really freezing. I'm sorry. I make it up to you.
Promise?
I promise. Do you know what I did for you?
What did you do for me?
When the blowers came on,
Yes?
and this ice sculpture, which was this big
Yes.
at the time,
Yes?
when the blowers came on,
Yes.
probably about 85 degrees Fahrenheit,
Correct.
the ice sculpture went to this.
Right.
I have it in a pan, the water.
You saved it. We can put it back together. We have the technology.
Certainly, in agreement.
So, how's your burger?
Great. How's yours?
It's nice, you know. We don't have White Castles in California. Well, you're pretty proud of yourself. You and your little Midwest franchises.
Look what's in your burger.
Pickles! Onions!
You're allergic to them.
I break out in scabs.
Ooh.
Larry, you did this on purpose.
And then suddenly you stop breathing. And then you go into convulsions. And then you say contorted sentences that don't make sense. Yes, yes. And then you crumple up in a ball and die.
Let me introduce to you, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, the omniscient Answer Man. Answer Man will field any of your questions, no matter how profound. Now, if we could just have some questions. Our topic today is rain. Do you have any questions dealing with rain? Answer Man can handle anything. Yes, gentleman in the back.
What did Noah do with it all?
The question is, what did Noah do with it all?
Old
Noah
did not
do
anything
with
your
Rain.
What
he
Did
was
take
all
the
animals
and
put
them
in
a
place
where
no one
could
ever
find
them?
Thank
you? There you have the answer to the first question. We have time for another one. You, sir.
Is there a little button somewhere in this room that can turn off the rain outside?
Answer man. Is there a little button in this room that can turn off the rain outside?
This kind
Of
question.
is
really
Best
answered
when
a
certain
person
would
describe
your
personal
methods
of
hygiene
when
you
asked
something
like
that
we
really
don't
understand
what
your
technological
presuppositions
are
concerning
your
buttons
and
bows
and
also
the
of
nature
your
universe. Thank
you.
answer man is just about finished for this evening. If there's any last question, I think we're done. Thank you, answer man, for being with us tonight. Thank you. You've been a wonderful audience.
Think hard.
and the act is over.
Okay.
And the MC is here. So cut back to the MC, and interviews.
Here, you got it.
Yeah.
All right,
guys.
folks, just one more big one for No Mud
Look at me. I'm cheerless.
Yeah, she's fun, but she's attached. More
Chris,
of that
we can share.
wacky, kind
I
of
think we
quirky,
can.
kind of funny, kind of improv, kind
There we
of
go. Oh.
mistakes, but they're really mistakes because, we're kind of doing something, so we're turning them into kind of, anyway. And I have a cute little tiny personalized
I have
microphone,
one
so you can
myself.
use that and you can pass it around whenever you speak. It's a prerequisite. When you speak into the mic. Okay. So, yes, you guys definitely, are definitely No Fun Mud Piranhas. I mean, where the heck did you get that name? I think it pretty accurately describes your group. Wacky, kind of weird, kind of crazy, kind of cryptic. I mean, I thought it was one of 3 or 4 people on this planet who saw Faster Pussycat Kill Kill. I love that bit, Rip Torn and things like. So how did this all happen? What's the origins of Piranhas?
Steve? Well, I think Chris and I could really banter this one back
elaborate
and forth.
on
Okay.
No Fun Mud Piranhas.
The
Idea,
for
the
No
fun
Mud
piranhas
came
out
of
a
friend
who
works
with
us
in
the
university
library.
and
She
has
a
young
boy
who
had
a
dream
one
day.
and
It
concerned
a
fairground
in
which
he
was
walking
through
puddles
which
were
filled
with
mud.
piranhas.
They
Would
bite
him
in
case
of
a
laughing
fit. Hence
the
name.
Name. Okay. And where the heck do you guys perform? And do
we-
people? How do people react? And when they see you, they go to a club, or do they go
this
to a club?
is
or,
yeah.
or you perform.
No, we're
not
we're
gonna
not
do
for
that
that.
again.
We perform at Cross Currents, which is at 3206 North Wilmot.
Sure. We've had Aaron Freeman on this show many
Okay.
times.
Sure.
It's
Yeah, he
probably
had a long running
big
thing there.
cross currents rep.
Yeah, you got
Okay.
it. We perform at Cross Currents. We perform in a show called The Herald, which was created by Del Close, who's a former Second City director.
Del Close writes comic books for the company that I draw for.
Really?
It's
yeah,
really interesting.
and he works
He's
for Big
written,
Mac,
matter of fact, he writes the very book that I draw. It's amazing. I'm stunned. It's a small world. It
It
freaks
is a
me out.
very small microcosm that we're representing here.
Okay, it's all, it's the universe is mine. It's all one big interlocking scheme, and you can't figure it out because you can't figure it out.
You can't.
Okay.
But in any case, we are part of the new college league in the Herald. There's a team that was formed at the U of C, about 6 months ago, and we're the NU team. We're going to be performing our kickoff against Yale on November 26th. That's coming up real soon. And
You see, you forgot rule 1 about the microphone.
well,
But you have a little tiny
I've
one,
got
I
my
suppose.
wireless here.
Yeah,
What happened to
I
that?
don't know. It's, it's our floor director.
Oh,
He's
it's
a
not
loon. Okay, continue.
So anyway,
I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry.
It's all right, Paul.
So carry
So
on. Go on.
we'll be performing at Cross Currents November 26th. We've been up a few times. We're going to be up tomorrow night too, and
So the stuff that you were doing, where everyone talks separately, is that seems to be a staple. I've seen other groups do it. Is there who? I thought I wasn't original. Oh no. Is there other kinds of things that improv groups you'll usually see?
Yeah, basically that's one of the games we started out with. As we go along, we keep adding new games. Like we have freeze tag, which is I've seen Second City do, and we just invented like a new game last night, sort of, when we were rehearsing. So we just come up with new ones all the time. One is monologues. One is the narration, two-person narration, where the two-person tell a story, and then someone else will come out and act what they're saying.
Mr. Know-It-All.
Mr. Know-It-All.
Okay, so now I've seen, of course, famous improv groups like Second City and such will sometimes do characterization things. Now you seem to just play yourselves, going through the routines. Is there, can you sort of tell us about some of the different styles of improv groups? Some will do characterizations and they'll stick to characters and the comedy will come out of the character.
Right.
And then some other things will be verbal, where it's yourself, but it's the word games and the jokes that are funny.
the Herald is based on the rule of threes. That is, we usually have 3 two-person scenes that come back 3 times. They progress in time. And we break each segment up with games, such as the monologues or the Mr. Know-It-All or some musical games. And then the idea is to try and make the connections. We are given a theme by the audience, as we were given tonight, and we twist that into about a 30 to 40-minute Herald or show, as this is stripped down. But we're scored by the audience also. It's sort of Queen for a Day scoring on theme, structure, teamwork, and intelligence.
There are like 2 to 3 teams each night when we perform, and we're all ranked by the audience. And
They hold up little scorecards and go 9, 8.
Yeah, well, the woman will
J.P. Morgan's not
pull
there.
up the scorecard and say, "Okay, audience, is this a 6?" And the audience will clap a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1 to 6 scale. And if it's a 6, or a 5, they'll score that down. And
Well,
they're different.
I bet our Star Search judge, who's now over in the audience, he'll probably give you a big 4 on your wackiness. You're very wacky guys. And how long have you been working together? How long have you been doing this?
It's been 2
2
months.
2 months. Pretty good.
There are more of us. There are like 8 or 9 people in the
so this is the mini version.
We're the
plus scaled
the
down.
Reader's Digest.
Abridged Herald.
It's sort of like a previews or trailer, as they say in the flicks. Okay, so great. When's your next gig?
Tomorrow night at Cross Currents, 11 o'clock. Again, we'll just plug our big kickoff against Yale. This is part of an ongoing thing that week. We'll be playing Yale on the 26th and the U of C on the 30th. So
sounds good to me. And of course, if you haven't been paying your cable bill, then you saw these guys for free. You didn't have to, go and spend on the cover charge. Great. So I really thank you for coming and for doing your bits. I love the Rip Torn reference. He's one of my favorites. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Okay, now we're going to hear yet another number from probably another 4 in the wackiness scale. These guys, too much. The Disciples.
party, but a band is just a joke. Everybody laughs. They walked out the door when the keg ran out of beer. They walked out the door when the keg ran out of beer. They walked out the door when the keg ran out of beer. From Radio Shack. My dad is the manager and now he wants a band. The neighbors are complaining. They said we better stop, or they said we call the cops. They said they better stop, or they said they call the cops. They said we better stop, or they said they call the cops. We played a real rough club last Saturday night. The bouncers shoved on stage and they started a fight. Everybody run. But when it was over, we all had a good time. But when it was over, we all had a good time. When it was over, we all had a good time.
Disciples. How's it going, guys?
It's going all right. You got something on your nose.
Hey, Betty here, right? Betty? Is that Betty? On your guitar? From the Flintstones?
Bam Bam.
Bam Bam. All right, who's this? Who's this on the guitar?
Princess Grace.
Princess Grace. Good deal. And what's this little creature called?
Fuzz.
Good wig. Where'd you get the wig, guy?
He's from the Mosquitoes, Gilligan's Island, 1966.
Come on, you remember 66?
Oh, man. Leather top.
Love to Marianne? Come on.
All right. Sounds good to me. So how long have you guys been together? 3 minutes? 4?
5 years.
5 years?
5 years.
Okay. Hey, what the heck is this? All right. What's this?
Little inspiration. We go
Crunch,
everywhere.
Kevin. What do you got over here? Lucky Charms.
Got a little lucky.
Lucky Charms. Uh-oh. Well, you know, look. Can't have this on the show. Got to get rid of it. You know why? I'll show you why. Well, I'll show you why. Just follow me over here. I'll show you why. It's obvious because the only real true official sponsor. Yes, the only. You got it. I see you gave it away. I'm going to have to beat you up after the show for stepping on the punchline here. It's the official sponsor of the show is, of course, Sugar Bugs right here. Yes, Sugar Bugs. They're good for you. You know, a bowl of Sugar Bugs has about as much amphetamines as it is, let's say, a bowl of Black Beauties. Let's put it that way. And, hey, they'll get you up and out in the morning, no question about that. And, you know, now they've added well, they have. It says it isn't really new anymore. It's sister cereal, of course, Sugar Spuds. So Sugar Bugs and Sugar Spuds.
Paul, come on. I mean,
It's a star search. It's a star search.
I'm trying to rate the show, and,
Okay.
and I'm a judge, and I shouldn't tell you
Okay,
this.
all right.
But I want to give you a break, and I'm
Okay.
sorry, cereal commercials, they're not wacky enough. They're just not, I'm sorry, you know, I mean, no cereal commercials. You know, get onto some guests. I mean, get something, you know, Paul, I'm trying to, I won't count that, all right? I won't count
wait,
that.
wait. Listen, stay right here, because, okay, I got a good wacky guest for you, okay?
Okay.
He's a stand-up comic. How
All
about
right.
that? Is that wacky enough?
That's good.
Okay, stand-up comic. Okay, how about that?
I
All right.
hope he's wacky. Hope he's funny.
Okay, all right, I promise, he'll be funny. Okay, so let's just get right to him.
I won't count that last part.
Okay, why don't you welcome stand-up comic Bill Kratz. Give him a big hand.
Thank you. All right, good music. Thank you. How you doing? Okay. Now, we've all seen these before, haven't we? You get them at any novelty shop. I have to tell you, quite frankly, I don't think they're that funny myself. I don't know what it is about them. Can never quite figure it out, but I would like to say, though, this is real. No, I feel real proud. I just have to brag about this because I just bought myself a new car, a 1974 Dodge Dart. New to me. It's got a customized front end. The rest of the car looks good, so I drive it around reverse. So I ended up going the wrong way on the way up here. Ended up over by 63rd and Stony Island. Nice neighborhood. The welcoming committee was there to greet me, too. Yeah, they're standing there like, say, man, what do you think you're doing over here? Well, I said, I'm on my way to do a show over at the Friday Club, a comedy show. Oh, yeah? You a comedian, man? I go, yeah. Well, that's good, because you're really going to be looking awful funny if we get done whooping your ass. I try to figure out a way to get out of it. And I know how Clint Eastwood gets out of situations. We have any Clint Eastwood fans tonight? Yeah. All right. Yeah, you know, Clint Eastwood's always so cool, calm, and collected, under any situation. Like in his old westerns, somebody will come up behind him with a knife. He'll be real cool. He'll be like, you're going to be looking awful stupid with that knife hanging out of your ass. Make my day. So cool and calm. I tried that. Well, first I tried to get into the whistling. They whistled back. I thought it was going to be a sing-along at first. And then I tried to get into that mean Clint Eastwood scowl. I was real cool. I was like, and then I got into it. You're going to look awful stupid with that knife hanging out of your ass. Make my day. It worked. They laughed so hard I got away. Thank you. But I had a weird life. I went to a Jewish Catholic school. It was called Our Lady of the Matzah Ball. It was a tough school, too. Back in 7th grade, I used to get picked on by the class bully of the 3rd grade. Believe me, she was tough, too. I had to learn to defend myself. I took the Jewish art of self-defense. I'll sue. And it worked. Whatever works, right? And the teacher always asked me questions like, Billy, what are you going to be if you grow up? But growing up, I always wanted to be a rock and roll star. That's why I brought this along with me.
We've got another one for you, Bill.
Oh, you got another one for me. Good.
We've got a Les Paul. We spare no expense on this shit.
How about that?
Go colors. Go please.
All right, let's see if we put this on now.
This is, of course,
No,
one
I
of
gotta
those
do is
wacky
any
kind
requests.
of improv kind of moments. You know, it's kind of wacky. Kind
Okay, I'll do that one. Thank you. Oh, I could always do some rock and roll impressions. How about, you want to see my impression of Jimi Hendrix? Yeah. How about my impression of Jimi Hendrix doing his impression of Henny Youngman? A little Henny Hendrix. Take my wife, please. Ugly lady. My wife's so fat when she sits around the house. She sits around the house. My wife's got long and beautiful black hair. Too bad it comes out of her nose. My wife's so ugly. I had to feed that bitch with a slingshot. Move over. Let Henny come over. Excuse me, please take my wife. Thank you. Thank you. I could do other impressions, like my impression of Jack Nicholson singing the blues. I got the goddamn blues. But I did take lessons from a blues singer. His name was Blind Deaf Mute Doofus. He was known for the hit single called Even Deaf Mutes Get the Blues. You do have to listen carefully. These do have some very heavy lyrics. Everybody sing along now. You know, thank you. You know what scares me is some people are actually doing this too. And they know what I'm talking about. That's what really gets me. No, actually, a lot of people do ask me, though, why I wear a red tie.
Why do you wear a red tie?
I'm glad you asked. No, the reason is quite simple. This works for me every time I'm in a singles bar. I mean, I don't mean to brag, but I will anyway. I'll show you what I mean. Hi. Come here often? No. Well, I guess a lot of the guys back there are going to be buying red ties at Kmart tomorrow, huh? Blue light special on red ties. No, that comes to, you know, what kind of people? Actually, I went to Kmart one time to apply for a job. They made me take an intelligence test. I passed it, so I didn't get the job. Those are the breaks. But what kind of people do you see usually over there? Our favorite types. How you do, right? Yeah, which gets me to believe that you get anywhere. You get into a cab. Cab driver, get me to the airport right away. I know nothing about this city. Whoops, Indiana. $200, please. But imagine if they got into rock and roll. We'd have a little rock and roll from India. I'll show you what I mean. Ladies and gentlemen, direct from the Turban Room at the beautiful Bangladesh Hilton Hotel. Put your hands and your feet together for the clown prince of rock and roll. Give it up for I shook like a leaf. Right about now, everybody goes. I shook, I shook, I shook, I shook, I shook, I shook, I shook. Thank you too much. Ooh, it is time to make the donuts. Okay. I go now. Bye. Okay, thanks a lot. I'm Bill Kraz. Good night. Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
Good work. Sit down for a second here.
Oh, don't mind if I do.
Henny Hendricks.
Henny Hendricks.
Good deal.
Isn't
Good
it?
deal. So, what the heck? How
What
did you
the heck?
How did you get involved in this comedy thing? This wacky comedy kind of thing?
Well, it was a giant rabbit named Harvey that told me to do it.
I've kind of heard this somewhere before. Let me think. Jimmy Stewart.
Jimmy Stewart, that was it. No. Okay.
Mr. Gowers. Okay.
No, actually, I just went on a couple open mic nights, like at Comedy Cottage.
That seems to be a big rage. I guess that's the only way you can
rage.
break in sometimes. Open mics.
Yeah, open mics. Yeah, that's the only way.
That's the only way. Forget it.
Look where I am now.
There's no other way to go. Okay. So now you know John Morris. Now he's a comedian we had last week. This comedian, folks, he was going on and on about the most amazing scatological humor. It was. And how the heck did you wind up? How did you meet this guy?
Well, we did an audition over at his apartment. We did an audition for him, and we got on and did his club out in Morris, Illinois.
He has his own club?
Well, he runs a club out in Morris, Illinois. He's a resident act.
Oh, wow.
Town's
I'm going to
named
have to
after
get
him.
there every week. I got to find out more of this guy's
Well, I'll tell you,
material. It's
I was
so
working
out there.
also out in Joliet with him, and then out in Morris.
What, the prison?
Yeah, well, I didn't know she was only 16 at the time.
Oh, see, there you go.
Sorry, but
See, next time you got to
I'll have to learn.
watch out for those things.
No, but I was staying over at his, he let me stay over at his house, and, well, these guys got a big dog, too, a Mastiff, half dog, half horse.
Right.
And I was sleeping on the couch, and I wake up, and I see this dog licking me right in the face. First thing I thought was, I didn't get that drunk last night, did I?
I had to do that for you.
That's quite all right.
Okay.
We had the real drummer over there.
All right.
Here,
Well-
give it a little snare drum.
Okay, there we go.
Well, next time.
Hey, wackiness. Where can we see next?
Well, tomorrow I'll be at the Comedy Womb in Lyons, Illinois.
The Comedy Womb?
Womb, yeah. It sounds like Elmer Fudd a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
And I'll be out in Morris, Illinois at Stooges next week. I'll be in Maryville, Indiana in a
So
couple
you're
weeks.
busy. You're a busy guy. You're
Oh,
hitting
yeah.
the circuit. Okay, sounds good to me.
All over touring.
All right, now speaking of busy people, we have now a videotape from a person who's very prolific. He's done a lot of work here on the Friday Club. We practically see him. We see him every month, obviously, and a lot of times. And his name, Ed Vid, of course, and he's been working on all kinds of stuff, movies, videos. This time around, though, he's done an interesting kind of offbeat video. It's one of his art vids, you know what I mean? One of those Art Institute type videos. So let's take a look at Ed Vid's Infinite Art video. Take a look and see what he's been up to. Excellent.
Okay, all you art students out there. This is my chance to show you what kind of, intellectualism I put into my videos, okay? Now, this video you're watching here is what I call Infinite Ed, okay? Now, take a look at this. Well, first, you're watching a picture of me, okay? And then look at this. I'm watching a picture of me, watching a picture of me, watching a picture of me, watching a picture of me. Incredible. It's incredible. Infinite Ed.
Rolling credits right out of this.
Okay, fine. Hey, Bill, come up here.
And you guys ready?
True statement here somewhere.
It's okay. Oh, hey, we're back. Woo! Okay, yeah. All right, Infinite Ed, he's a wacky Italian. And tell me, how's the show? We're running out of time. We had at least several more segments to go. It's just too wacky around here. What's going on? Tell me quickly.
It did okay. I like the way you covered up mistakes for yourself,
Okay.
making them kind of
All right.
wacky, impromptu.
But it's
sort
not
of
wacky enough,
things.
huh? Is that
not
it?
wacky enough?
How's
No.
this? Is
Well,
that
it's a little
wacky?
better.
Is this
It's a little
wacky? How about
better.
this? Wait a second, I got some more props. How about Godzilla?
You gotta do
It's
something
not
like
wacky
physical,
enough.
something physical, like
Okay,
this.
physical. Okay, physical. How about something like this? Physical like this?
Physical enough? Here, how about this? Okay.
Wait a second, don't do it. David! Over here.
Music made from dust. Stop music. Stop music. Stop music.
just love it when they throw parties for us sportscasters. I'll tell you, Craven was all over Kelly like a cheap suit at that party.
You know, I thought Paterson was gonna fight with Craven over Kelly.
Well, I tell you, that would have been a two-hit fight. Paterson hitting Craven and Craven hitting the floor.
That certainly was one of the best parties in this era. If I can continue on that thought, she does something nobody else does with her dip. Chris, could you tell us more about that?
Yes, well, as you can see here on this chart, Kelly adds 1/3 more flavoring to her dip than does the average party hostess. Now, Mollie, as a former hostess, would you comment on that?
Well, Chris, I know that when I used to throw parties,
And that was many years ago, too.
Well, now, Chris, it wasn't that long ago.
John, you might want to watch the speed limit. You're going way over it.
It's all right. I have a fuzzbuster. Chris, tell him.
Well, as you can see here, John, drivers with fuzzbusters get busted 45% less than drivers who don't have fuzzbusters.
Okay. Oh, brother, boy, you had a feeling that was going to happen. Here comes the cop now. Boy, if it weren't for bad luck, John would be having no luck at all. Here comes the cop surveying the situation. He's going to the right of the car, to the right fender, cuts against the grain, goes against the left fender. He's at the left fender, coming up to the window, knocks on the window. Listen to that squeak.
Speeding! Can I see your license, please?
Sure, officer. You bet.
There goes John going into his pocket to get his license. He's giving the officer the license. The officer's looking at it. Let's take a look at that from the sky cam angle. We're back to live action.
I'll be right with you. I gotta call this into the station.
Thanks, officer. You bet.
Well, the officer's going to check this into the station. In case anyone in the car has just tuned in, let's go to Chris Pfaff in the back seat to clear this up. Chris, bring us up to date.
Well, as you can see here, John was driving down the road right about here. Now the cop came from over here. John went over here. Now the cop came all the way over to the window and asked for a ticket right about here.
Chris, how much should I bribe the officer?
Well, I'd say right around $50 should be the right amount, John.
Okay, thank you very much for clearing that up, Chris. While we have a break in this action, why don't we take this time out for a public service announcement?
This is me on the job. There's another side to me as well. I also have a lovely family. My wife, Lisa, my son, Timmy. Say hi, Timmy. Now, when I'm on the job, I don't take bribes, because that wouldn't be the American thing to do. But thanks to you, it works for all of us. The united way. Right? Timmy? Right, Daddy.
Well, once again, we are back, and it's really put up or shut up time for the officer. Let's see what he does right now. I'll buy y'all steaks if we get out of this one. Here he comes to the window. Knocks on the window. Listen to that electric window.
You know you're going 25 miles per hour over the speed limit?
25, huh? Maybe you need to see my license again.
There goes John into the wallet. He's getting a 50 out. He's giving it to the officer. Let's take a look at that at the reverse angle slow motion.
Well, as you can see here, John's pulling out the license. He's got the 50 with it. He hands it to the officer. It was a big gamble, but damn it, it worked.
We're back to live action.
Penalty decline. First down. I'll let y'all off with just a warning this time. Just be more careful in the future. Have a nice evening now.
Thanks, officer. You bet. Oh, did I get away with one there?
Well, I'll tell you right now, Mollie, can you hear me?
Sure, Barry.
When was the last time you saw somebody get away with something like that?
Well, Barry, you'd have to go all the way back to 79 in Miami when yours truly was involved going 30 miles over the speed limit. Somehow talked my way out of it.
Let me tell everyone in the car, I was with Mollie that night in Miami, and she was one of the best sweet talkers I've ever seen in action.
Well, thanks, Big Bear.
No problem, Mollie. Listen, John, my house is up there on the left. To recap the evening for you, I had a great time at Kelly's party. You, John Lehr, made a great move to avoid a speeding ticket. So, for Chris Pfaff, Mollie Allen, I'm Barry Levin. Good night, John. Good night.
Yes, it's
Gosh, Dave, I guess you just changed her life.
Sure did, Dave.
Anyways, we're going to be playing a game called Prop. Oh, my God! Gosh, Dave, I guess you just saved Barry's life. But we need you. Are any props that you have to be bringing or shoot? Whatever. Excuse me 1 second. What the hell is this? It's a lit cigarette. It's a wood core.
You know, there could have been a huge fire in the theater. Everyone could have died. You saved us all, Barry.
You just saved the entire audience, Barry. Before we get started, we need 2 members of the cast to come down and we'll start. Guys.
Red!
Guys, you're gonna need one more stuff. I don't know. Guys. Oh, what the hell? Yeah! There you go. All right, I'm gonna go on the aisle. Just throw any props at me. Monkey Hall. An egg.
Hey, put that egg down, buddy. Put that egg down. Can we see that egg? No, don't pass that egg.
Is that a raw?
Sir, don't give him the raw egg. The egg has been found.
Oh, Dave.
I'm doing really well here, man. That's all the vices there are.
Who gave you money?
We got the penthouse variation. You don't need to know what that is.
Is that the one with vanity? Or?
All right, why don't you guys get back in line and we'll just. All right. Anyway, who the hell brought this?
DPS.
All right. Why don't we start with the file line? You'll get all these valuable props at the end of the show.
I'll get you, Dorothy, and your little dog. Dave, it's gonna melt if you keep the ice cream cone on your head.
Freeze! That was very stupid, Dave. You go sit in the corner with that dunce cap on.
Freeze! Ladies and gentlemen, it's Pencil Man! Here, draw some. Freeze!
We come from France. We come from France.
Well, I know I told a lie. What's the big deal?
Come on, Mr. Anteater. Here are the ants. Come on. Just keep them up.
Cat, it's great, but I think if you got a breast transplant, maybe you should have gotten 2.
Don't you understand, Dave? I'm trying to make a point! Freeze! Doctor, I don't know what it is. I got this huge boil. You can just glance it.
Yeah, so I've got penis envy.
Okay, welcome to a Chef Joey's. We're going to be making the cake for a refrigerator patty here, okay? Okay.
All right, Dave, you ever hear about what they do in San Francisco with little gerbils?
The pen is mightier than the sword.
Freeze!
Yeah, Dave, I always carry my MX missile with me. What's the big deal?
Hey! Sit on it! Hey! All right, freeze! An egg. A raw egg.
Gosh, John, that last joke really laid an egg.
Yeah. Hey, look at these things. You can just throw them around and...
Okay, let me see that, Mork. Just hand it to me, Mork. Jonathan Winters is in there.
Ken, I heard you're trying to have a baby, but you're having problems. Here.
Freeze! I'll go.
Freeze! Oh, John, how nice of you to give me some silly, buddy.
Freeze! Hey, Chris, let's see if it works just like in the commercial.
Yeah!
Freeze!
Well, now that that we've taken the zit from your face, I suppose we could just pop it.
McMahon is back to pass. Who brought the egg?
Freeze!
Sorry.
Disappeared. What happened to the fourth wall?
The cable remote control.
Turn me on,
Did you
Mollie.
ever hear these things make me sterile?
Shit, I hate watching the National Republican Convention.
Chris, put it back up. I think you need this.
Oh, much better.
Scotty, beat me up.
I'm trying, Cotton, but it's John.
Don't you hate it when you get your hair just right here?
Yeah, what happened? When you scour yourself.
Here, just a minute, let me try.
Slightly out. Come on, man, you're getting caught.
Nope, no metal here. Let's look over here.
There's a lot of brown.
Chris, wow, vibrator with different speeds? What happens when you push 60?
My nose is running again. John, my nose is running again.
That's great, Dave.
Dave, congratulations. You were great tonight.
Thanks, Kat, but it's not just me. It's
Dave?
Dave, my parents are out there, and Kat's too.
Dave, you're gonna blow the line again?
I'm
This is
sorry.
the third show you've ruined. What's the matter with you lately,
We got you
Dave?
guys. John, do you want to run lines?
Yeah,
Give me
yeah.
my gum, please.
Would I blow one line and all I'm good for is holding people's
I'm
gum?
just going to run lines to next sketch. Big
All right,
deal.
Dave, why don't you just chill out? Why don't you go to hell? Could you keep that racket down over there?
Excuse us.
Catherine, something's wrong with Dave. Do you think we should pray for him?
Yes, Chris, let's pray very hard.
You know, I wish I'd never been in this show. I wish I never even auditioned.
Dear God, please help Dave. Dear God, please make Dave funny again.
Oh, Lord, watch over my friend Dave Clapper. He's in trouble.
Who is that, Joseph?
That's Dave Clapper, Clarence. And there's a lot of people who are asking for us to help him tonight.
But tell me about him.
Well, he was born, he went to high school, he auditioned for the Mee-Ow Show. That should just about do it.
Yes, well, he does seem like a nice enough fella, but what can I do for him?
Well, he needs to know that he made the right choice by auditioning for the Mee-Ow Show.
How can I do that?
Well, Clarence, I'm afraid that's up to you.
Who the hell are you?
I'm an angel. My name is Clarence.
Yeah, and I'm the Pope. Look, I don't know what you're doing here, who you are, but we got a show going on. Now get out of here.
Dave, I was sent to show you what the Mee-Ow Show would be like if you had never auditioned. So as far as anybody is concerned, David Clapper has never been in the Mee-Ow Show.
That's crazy. Hey, strangest thing, my nose finally stopped running, and I'm talking like Jimmy Stewart.
Dave, take a look at this.
Okay.
We're going to be playing an improv game. It's called Prop Tags. What we're going to need from you are a couple props. But before we get started, we need 2 members of the cast to come down.
Hey!
All right, great.
Hey!
All right, guys, we're going to need one more.
I don't go there.
Guys, you can't get started without it.
Mollie, you
Guys,
go. Mollie, somebody else go. Huh?
What's going on? Why didn't anything happen there?
Dave, they never got started. You were never there to start them, Dave.
That's stupid.
Take a look at this sketch.
boy, am I surprised the cop hasn't stopped you yet, John. You're going way over the speed limit.
It's all right, I have a buzzbuster, but a cop could stop me.
Boy, I know there's a lot of cops in the area, John. I'm just surprised.
Was that a siren?
No, it wasn't.
Shit.
Why'd they just keep going on like that?
Dave, that sketch went on for 2 hours. You were never there to put him over. Take a look at
this sketch now, Dave.
I got a game. Here we go. I got the appendix. I win. Oh. Well, I got a game. Can I have a volunteer from the audience?
Hey, that sketch was great without me.
Yes, well, Dave, we do make some mistakes in having this. You'll understand. I'll make it more clear to you, Dave.
Look, I don't know how you're doing this or who you are, but I told you before, I'll tell you again. Now get out of here. I just want to be alone.
Well, how am I doing? Well, I know, but it's harder than I thought. Well, all right. I'll give it a try.
Who are you talking to?
Oh, nobody.
What was that?
Well, Dave, every time a bell rings, an angel walks into Who's Drugs.
You must be on some heavy drugs, man. Hey, Jess, how you doing?
Who are you?
Jess, it's me, Dave.
Yeah? Well, fuck off.
John, what's the matter with Jess?
Hey, who the hell are you?
John, it's me, Dave. What's the matter with Jess?
Any friend of Jessica's no friend of mine. She's a drunk and she's ruined every show she's been in.
Clarence, why? What happened?
Well, Dave, Jess became a drunk because you weren't there to stop her from drinking. Mollie's gum isn't there, Dave. You were never there to catch it from her. Are you beginning to understand yet, Dave?
Where's Lisa? I gotta see her.
Dave, because you weren't there to find the money that she lost, she was convicted of embezzlement and went to prison, Dave, where she quickly became insane. Why, she's been in an asylum ever since.
Where's Barry? He'll tell me what's going on here.
Dave, Barry broke his leg at the beginning of that improv.
That's not so. I saved him from falling.
No, Dave, you weren't there to stop him from falling. And not only that, but he wasn't there to put out that fire that started that night.
What fire?
Dave, there was a cigarette butt in the end of the stage, and he wasn't there to put it out, and the whole auditorium burned down, Dave. Every member of the audience died that night. And do you know who was in attendance, Dave?
No, who?
Ryan Sandberg of the Chicago Cubs was there that night. So they were weak at second base again. They had to put Manny Trio in against the Padres during the playoffs, Dave. They lost in 4 straight. Oh, there were riots in Chicago because the Cubs lost again. They had to call in the National Guard and the Civil War broke out. And America was out of action for 3 days, to which time Russia used to invade.
All right, I get the idea already. Enough.
You know, Dave, it's funny how one man's life can affect so many others.
Clarence, I gotta know. What happened to me?
Oh, Dave, you won't like it.
You gotta tell me, Clarence, what happened to me?
All right, Dave. Well, if you have to know, since you didn't audition for Mee-Ow, you tried out for it and you got into the Mee-Ow Show.
No, Clarence, say it isn't so. I want to be in the Mee-Ow Show again. My nose is running again. John, my nose, it's running again.
That's great, Dave.
Dave, you were great tonight. You really were.
Cats. Thanks, but it's not just me. It's the whole cast.
Yep.
It's everybody.
It is. Thanks, Dave.
Jess, you're sober.
For now.
Lisa, you're sane.
I like to think so, Dave.
Bear, how's the leg?
It's great, Dave. Why?
Wait, look! Everybody, Mollie's gum!
I'll get it from you later.
A toast.
To Dave Clapper, the funniest man in town. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind?
You know, Dave, my professor says that every time a bell rings, an angel goes into heaven. Or to whose drugs. Is that true?
That's right. That's right, Mollie. Atta boy, Clarence. Go get him, Clarence.
4